Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prizepicks video. In this one, we are talking about Bengals Ravens, shaping up to be one of the best Thursday night games we've had in a while. So super excited for this one. We have 5 really good picks in this video for you guys to consider. So stay tuned throughout the video to get all 5 of these picks. Also, I know a ton of you guys who watch the YouTube videos are in the VIP Discord. If you're not, it's less than $1 per day, $24.99 a month, which is like hitting one $5 3-pick slip. So if we can help you win, that or a couple more, definitely going to be worth it to get in here. We have 5-6 cappers posting picks in all sports, and when we don't have time to make videos on the weekend, like last Sunday, I posted and hit this 2-pick slip on the Sunday night game. Yesterday in the NBA parlay, one of our cappers hit this NBA slip and another 2-pick NBA slip as well, and we have projections in there for you guys, so check it out. It'll be linked down below. Also, if you're not playing on Thrive, you're leaving some free money on the table plus a free square for this game. 100% deposit match up to $250, which is a lot more than most sites. Plus, for new users who deposit at least $25, you're going to get this Joe Burrow free square over a half passing yards. So definitely check out Thrive. It's like Prizepicks, actually higher payouts, and they have some different and interesting props like longest completion, longest reception, things like that. So definitely check them out. They'll also be linked down below. Now for this one, excited to get into this. I think it's going to be a high scoring game, and I think it's going to be a competitive one as well. So for these single game slates, it's very important to come up with a game script, and if that game script is coming true, it's more likely that your picks are all going to hit and you can go 5 for 5 or however many picks you're playing. So in this game, you could see Baltimore 3.5 point favorites, over under 45.5. I think the over is going to go a little higher than that, but it's going to be a pretty close game. So right now they're thinking it's going to be like 24-21 Baltimore winning. I think one of these teams can score 30 and it's going to be a close game. So Baltimore does have a good defense, but they've been giving up some points recently. And then Cincinnati's offense has been rolling as well recently pretty well. So we're going to be taking some overs on both teams. To start it off, the first guy we're going to go to is Joe Burrow, who's at 257 pass yards, which seems pretty low for him. But Baltimore does have a good pass defense, but I think Burrow can get it rolling. Again, in this one, he has great weapons, Chase, Tyler Boyd. If Higgins plays, that's going to be a bonus, but I don't think he has to play for this one to hit. I still like Burrow in this at 257.5 on the over. Or if you're a new user signing up on Thrive down below, you can get this one at a half pass yard, but I still like it over here at 257. Using this tool outlier over here that does have a free trial for 7 days, we can go and look up this one. So they have it at 258.5. We're getting at 257. This one has slowly creeping up. We're going to try to get this one as soon as we can before it keeps creeping up. And all these picks are posted in the VIP Discord before the video comes out, so you can jump on these if you're liking these beforehand. We can see in Burrow's last 10, he's gone over this in 6 of 10 games so far. Absolutely massive games the last two, 347, 348, and then 283, pretty solid as well. So thinking that Burrow's going to have a big game in this one, and the Bengals, are rolling right now as far as putting up a ton of points. They did lose that last game, but I'm liking Burrow. Last season, he hit this over in 10 of 19 games. So I think Burrow is set for another solid and big game. And then obviously we're going to pair him with a receiver, and that's going to be his favorite target, Jamar Chase, over 79.5. If Burrow is hitting 260 pass yards, you have to think that Chase is going to be super involved. And especially if T. Higgins doesn't play, this one actually looks even better, but it would help out Burrow if Higgins did play, even though Boyd looked pretty good. Had a big drop pass, though, that I think would have won them the game, but still like their weapons out there. We're going to go with Jamar Chase. Looking at Chase, this line's been all over the place. Opened up at 79.5. Then went to 83.5. So right now we're getting it at a slight discount here, but in the last 10 games he's hit this in 5 of 10. In the last 7 he's hit it in 5 of 7 games. So you love to see that. Chase has been pretty solid as of late. Had some massive games as well. 192, 141, 124 last game out. Think he can get that one again. I think we're going to see a lot of targets from Chase. Coming down here, you can see the receptions and targets have been down the last 2 games. Only got 6 targets last game, but I think they are going to target him heavily in this one against Baltimore like they did last game. Coming down, looking at insight here as well that they have on Outlier. Jamar Chase has exceeded 83.5 receiving yards in 4 of his last 6 games against the Ravens, 96.2 on average. So love to see that as well. Liking Chase to stack with Burrow in this game. We expect a higher scoring one, so we need Burrow and Chase to hit. Then we're going to come over here and look at OddsJam, which is a tool that also has a 7-day free trial. Their top pick for this game is going to be Jermaine Pratt, over 7.5 tackles plus assists. You can see how this works is they compare this line on Prizepicks and other player prop sites up here to sportsbooks. So a lot of sportsbooks really liking this one. Way over here, you got minus 145 on Fliff, and Hot Streak has this at minus 146. Parlay Play actually has this one at 8, so we're getting some discount here. 7.5 Jermaine Pratt. We like that one. Coming over here on Outlier, going to look at Pratt at the 7.5, and in his last 10 has hit this in 5 of the last 10 versus Baltimore. He got this one last time. He got 9 tackles in their first game against them, and Baltimore is ranked 25th in tackles against at 45.5, but if we go to against linebackers, they are 31st against linebackers. And looking at Pratt head to head, in 3 of the last 6 games he's hit this one. In 3 of the last 4 though, he's hit it. So liking Pratt, that one the sportsbooks really like, so we're going to head and lock that one in. And they bumped it up to 8 flat, so you got to jump on these. OddsJam is putting out the picks that people like the most here, so we actually got this one at 8 flat now. Unfortunately, waited too long, was making the video, but we do post these in the Discord as well before the video comes out, so you can get that at 7.5 in the Discord if you guys were in there. But for the video, we're getting at 8 flat, unfortunately. So now we're going to move on to the Ravens. Same kind of situation, like the Ravens in this one, and like Lamar Jackson, going to take his over on his passing yards at 224.5. Now, Lamar Jackson hasn't had that many massive passing games this year because they've been blowing a lot of people out. So we can come look at this one in Outlier to get a better look at what this one is. So this one's been as high as 226.5. You could see over here we're getting at 224.5, and just missed it with 223. The last game earlier in the season hit another 223, so he's been right there in a few games, but has only hit this in 3 of his last 10 games. But there's been a lot of blowouts. We expect this to be a close one. A cool thing you can do on Outlier is only look at games where they won by a large amount. So you can see when they have won by 17 or more points, which has actually happened quite a bit. This is only hit in 1 of 4 games. So in closer games, Lamar is passing more and going to hit this yardage mark a good amount more. And you can see those 223 yard gains aren't there as well. So on average, the yardage is higher in closer games for Lamar. We could see that Cincinnati does give up a pretty good amount of yards, 248 on the season as well. So I think this one's set up for a big Lamar game through the air, and then obviously we're going to have to stack him with someone to close out the video and these picks, and that's going to be Odell Beckham Jr., who just seems way too low at 26.5. Taking the over on this one. Odell hasn't been like insanely great, but he's been fairly consistent with his yardage. If we pull this one up on Outlier, the over of 26.5, minus 120 on DraftKings. And looking at his last 10 games, he's hit this in 8 of his last 10 games. So far in 2023, he's hit it in 6 of 8, 75% of games. Didn't get a catch against Arizona. I'm not sure what happened in that game. He might have left the game early or something, but did hit it in their first game against Cincinnati. As of late, 40 last game, 56 the game before that. So liking Odell to repeat what he's been doing all season. This one opened up a little higher at 27.5. So I think Odell gonna hit this one. He's been pretty consistent with hitting this all year. So liking Odell to stack with Lamar at a pretty reasonable receiving yard rate here. And Lamar's gonna need to hit him to hit these passing yard mark. So that's going to do it for this one. I think it's going to be a higher scoring game. Like I said, both quarterbacks going to do pretty well, and then we're getting that value with Jermaine Pratt as well in there. So that's going to be the 5 picks. If you guys enjoy this one, get in the Discord. Like I said, we don't make videos on the weekends, so a lot of NFL picks are only posted in the Discord, but we've been going hard with the NHL and NBA as well, and winning in there with 5-6 cappers plus our projections. Also, if you want that free square, Joe Burrow, new users only who deposit $25 on Thrive are going to get that. It'll be linked down below and in the pinned comment. Plus, you get that 100% deposit match over there. And they have some different props, higher payouts, so check it out. Right here at the end card, we're going to have a NBA video live, so click to watch that one next for 5 of our favorite picks from the NBA, and we'll see you guys in another video.